a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded
Devon Achane. And he is gone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Miami. That touchdown puts it in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. First and 10, and it's Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a first carry for their running back. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run with Cook, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. In motion, Shakir. Allen now on second down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. Down inside the 10. And he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. Milroe now off the bootleg. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
I think they tricked him that time, Mike. I mean, they originally showed zone, so he thinks the defender's going to pass him off into an open area, but then they match it underneath with a man concept, and he doesn't see the defender until the ball leaves his hand. Big-time play by the defense and puts their offense in a great spot.
Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Third down and 9.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Over automatic flash, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Aiken. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Aiken. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, it's Aiken. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Aiken. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Miami. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And the rush gets. Oh, he'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Ethan Evans now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. Throwing now, Milroe on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. A run here with Achane. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the draw with Achane. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-10 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Here's a give to Achane. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. T.J. Sanders in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Now Milroe. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Dolphins will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Bills offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The tight end going in motion to the left. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He runs with it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He'll step up and run this. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception.
These are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
It's Milroe. He takes off. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
First and 10.
They go play action now with Milroe. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. They'll run with Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
Brings up third and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
A run, and it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
To the air, it's Milroe. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
On first and 10, it's Achane. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Milroe. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is third and 10. He'll try to run for it, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Milroe, touchdown Miami. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. Kenneth Grant, he works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Operating out of the gun, here comes... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
Covered by the Dolphins.
On the ground, here is Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Now it's Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now, here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll set up the screen to Cook.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bills, 1st down.
To throw again, it's Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bills.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
Bills, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills, 1st down.
To the air once more is Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Sean McDermott going to send on the field goal unit now. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within 2 scores.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Milrose. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buffalo.
Once again, it's Cook. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he's able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense, quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now, Milroe, this is designed run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
He'll take off again. And he's going to get himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jeffrey Fossa there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
Milroe on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. Stay a 2-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Tackle made on his 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion. Going right. We'll try and run here with Cook.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here we go on 4th down with Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, they run the counter. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up a third.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. And it brings up fourth down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brought down by Gregory Rousseau. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Now Milroe. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Incomplete. Jeffrey Bossa on the coverage.
On second down, Milroe. Looking to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Taking off, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That is fielded at the 13. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with first and 10. It's Allen. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 25, here's second down and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And he gets this up close to the first down. Mark him at the 32.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. It's a gain of
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on third down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
10 yards on the pickup.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. And he pitches it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pat and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get this completed, man out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Miami.
The 41-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins.
Michael Dixon in punt formation.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
4th down.
He'll try and throw for it with Allen. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
The 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Now it's Milroe. We'll try and get there on the ground. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 42-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. The Dolphins will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 2nd down.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and 1. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. 3rd, they need 8. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. First and 10, and it's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. Allen now on second. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.